So this problem is a simultaneous equation problem. All right, so you are going to look for x and you are going to look for y. All right, so in this kind of problem, what you will just do is just to look for one of the variables, and what you just do is to substitute. All right, so you are welcome to the channel, and we are going to solve more than one problem. All right, this is going to be the first one. We are going to solve about 4 problems. So you are given this kind of question: s plus y equals 3. S minus y equals 1. What is x and what is y? So how many minutes are you going to solve this? Can you get us the answer before we proceed to the solution? All right, so solution: okay, like I said, we are going to make one of them a substitute. All right, so we can say let's just say let s plus y equals 3. Therefore, okay, we can number this one as equation 1. We can number this one as equation 2. All right, so therefore we can say let s equals 3 minus y. Make it equation what? 3. All right, so what does that mean? Wherever we see s, we substitute. So what we want to do is what? To substitute. All right, so we then say from s minus y equals 1. All right, so we are going to substitute this in this particular equation. Remember, this is equation 2. So what are we going to say? So we'll say s, all right, s equals 3 minus y. All right, so we say 3, we open parenthesis, minus y. All right, then minus y equals 1. Okay, so what do we say here? So we open the bracket so that we have that 3 minus y equals 1. All right, so we are still solving. So what do we do? Minus y, remember, minus y, let's say minus y equals what? Minus 2y. All right, so what do we have here? We now have that 3 minus 2y equals 1. All right, so we'll take this one this way. So we'll have that what? 3 equals 1 plus 2y. All right, so we'll bring this one this way. So we'll have that what? 3 minus 1. All right, equals 2y. So what does that mean? So we'll have that what? 2 equals what? 2y. All right, so y equals what? When you divide both sides, equals 1. So we can substitute this in this first equation. All right, when we put it in this first equation, where we have s plus y. Alright? S plus y equals 3. Okay, so this will be what? We have that we have that S plus 1 equals what? Equals 3. Alright, so what do we have? So we have that S equals what? 3 minus 1, which is what? 2. Alright, so our answers here, S equals 2. S equals 2 and Y equals 1. So if you're able to get this answer, congratulations. So let's move over to another question. So for another question, we have y equals x minus 1, and we have 2y equals x minus 5. So you find x and y. Alright, so this is also simultaneous equation. Okay, this is simultaneous equation. So we can take any of these to do what? To substitute. Alright, so we can say, we can number this one as equation 1, number this one as equation 2. Alright, so what do? We can say from y equals s minus 1. Alright, we can say we can take this one as the substitute. Let's use it for the substitution. So we can put it in equation 2. Alright, so that we have that what? 2 instead of y, we can open bracket and say s minus 1. Alright, equals s minus 5. Alright, so we can open the bracket 2 times s. We have it as what? 2s. Alright, 2s minus 2 equals s minus 5. Alright, so we can bring the s here and put the numbers the other side. So we have that what? 2s. We have that 2s minus s equals minus 5 plus 2. Alright, so we can say that 2s minus s is s equals minus 5 plus 2. Have that what? Minus 3. So we can substitute this in, we can solve in equation 1. And then where we have y equals s minus 1. So s is what? Minus 3. So we have that y equals what? We have that minus 3. Alright? Minus 3 minus 1. So what is the answer here? Have it as what? Minus 4. So we have that what? S equals minus 3. Y equals what? Minus 4. So how many of us were able to get this solution? I promise that we are going to solve more, but we are going to stop in this particular one now. So let's stop here.